you come to give birth here. Yes, you give birth, and then after giving birth, you and your child, you get arrested. You go to court, and then they try you for being illegal in the country. In prison, there is social services for children. Those children will be catered for in prison. You know. So if that was, you don't even need to arrest 1,000 pregnant women and place them in prison. When they see that this is what the government is doing, it will stop them from coming. But we have a government which does not want to get rid of illegal immigrants. There was COVID. During COVID, everybody was sheltering in place because the government said so. With this illegal immigration, the government can do like they did in COVID, get everybody surrounded and take everybody to their homes. It's easy, but it will never happen because there's no political will. The ANC has got some vested interest in the illegal immigrant presence in the country. They will never, ever do it. They even bet that they can lose elections rather than removing illegal immigrants. Thank you. I hope I answered you, my sister.
You did, my brother. You did answer me. And just to add on that, I'm really worried about the number of because now immediately you say the kids can be registered. You must remember previously it was done, but they were still having problems. Now it means people are going to really bring their kids because they've been coming alone. You know what I mean? The mothers have been coming alone, the fathers have been coming alone, leaving the kids there. You know what I mean? At some point they would have their kids, and then when it's Kenya school going age, they would send them back, for example, go Zimbabwe. So no yana, it means batlo dula mu country yarona, and it's another pool that we are opening. You know, we are starting a whole new something, because if a child from grade 1 I can amo South Africa, it means grade 12 utlabanza dulamo, and half it's a school, it means utanza grade employment here, which makes it almost I don't know, I could be wrong. For me, at some point the population of the foreigners might almost go close to the population yarona, but now who's going to cater them financially? Because I mean the country yarona is already stretched. For me, even the professionals in our country are leaving because they in hope to go and make more money, because in South Africa the tax is so high. You know what I mean? So at some point we're going to be so stretched financially as a country. I don't understand, like, our government is it not thinking about that? Because if we've got more people that are informally employed, like for example, I don't think Mazimbabwe are patala tax, you know, I don't know all of them, but the most that I hear are doing informal jobs that don't necessarily contribute to the economy of the country. So I'm worried, I mean, how is that going to be financially for country around? Are we going to be able to maintain our roads? Are we going to be able to run our hospitals? You know, I don't know. I'm just, when I think about this, I really get anxiety sometimes.
You know, when government instructs the Statistician General to conduct census in the country, the mandate is to count everybody who is in the country, including illegal immigrants. And remember, the purpose of census is for allocation of resources. So when the Statistician General goes out there, he will count all the Zimbabweans you are mentioning. They will count everyone, so that when the budget is drawn, it covers also for the illegal immigrants. So you can see that these people are intent on having these illegal immigrants here permanently. If they did not want them here, they were not going to count them in the census. You know, if we had a proper government, there was not going to be any necessity for census, because when you want to get a population count, you just go to the National Population Register, where every South African is registered, and then you take the balance there, minus deceased people, minus dead people, and that becomes your number of people in the country who you allocate resources. There was no need for the census would be a money-wasting exercise. And right now, when you go to our registrar at the Home Affairs in Brits, you find that there's only 48 million South Africans with IDs. I mean, your citizens, proper people. It's 48 million. And according to me, that is what we should consider as the population of South Africa. And you know, there's people who say that there's other South Africans who are undocumented. It's not true. All South Africans are documented, because there is always an incentive on a South African to be documented. There is always a claim for SASA, social grants, you need an ID for that. There is always a claim going to school, you need an ID for that. There is a RDP house there, you need an ID for that. So there's a lot of social benefits which require somebody to have an ID before they can claim. So those people who say, oh, no, there are some South Africans who are those are foreign nationals who want to justify their illegal stay in the country. The census says that we are 62 million in the country. And when you take 62 million and you minus it, you minus 48 million, you get 14 million. Now, it cannot be that 14 million people are undocumented. The 14 million are illegal immigrants. There are people who are not of relevance to the country. So you see already we've got an institutionalized problem with the ANC commanders. Now, this figure of 62 million was disputed. That's why you never hear the president saying that South Africans are 62 million, because it's not correct. There's two statisticians from the University of Cape Town. In their journal of the 11th of July 2024, they indicated that the statistics of South Africa were undercounted by 31%. You know, so it means that 31% of the 62 million was not counted, meaning more than 22 million people were not counted. Those people put the figure of everyone in South Africa in the region of 95 million. Now, out of 95 million, there is 48 million South Africans. The rest is non-South Africans. And, you know, when the statistician general was confronted with this information, he said that he is wrong. He accepted, because the people who were contradicting him are